Okay, good. So, hey, good morning, you guys. Bill Kerbox, and this is the meeting before the meeting. We're here with Frank Crandall and Allison Hubble. You pronounce it?
That's correct.
Yes.
Hi,
And
Bill.
hey, and Chris.
Sorry to cut you off. Let me just record it real quick.
That's okay. I'm talking to Allison, and we just went live. So here's what I wanted to. I asked her what kind of video she was.
Chris, go to 8 o'clock and start recording. Not now. This is kind of just. We're just rolling.
Yeah, this is the meeting before the meeting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You got it.
So Allison, the philosophy right now is to give viewers what they really are looking for. So I'm going to recommend that you go. Have you used Chat AI before?
A little bit, I have, yes.
Okay. So I would ask you to consider doing a little bit of homework about what your audience is most interested in. And so what I mean by that is I have a good friend out here. His name is Christoph Chu. I don't know if you've ever heard of Christoph, but he is one of the pioneers of video. And he started off driving through the neighborhood and became pretty much famous, a definite influencer. But right now, a lot of people are using Instagram Reels as a great venue because it's very dynamic and the copy is able to come on. So I'm getting to answer your messaging of what you're doing. So instead of doing the traditional video like you're talking about, which we all want to do, we all want people to work with us and we all want to tell them why we're great. But the top few videos, for example, might be something that's happening that it would affect the value of homes in the area. I'll give you an example. This is a tough one for me. Over the weekend in Malibu, I did a video for a gentleman that died, and he left his big family, and he was very involved in the community. And as a result of being there, I ran into a friend of mine, and he just sold his house for $21 million that he paid $2 million for. And well, the fact is that sale is going to change the dynamic around the neighborhood. So I'm standing in front of the property, and I'm going to do a little talk with his approval, of course. And this is what it might look like. Hey, good morning. It's Bill Kerbox. We're here at eXp Realty, and we're here in Malibu. We got some great news. If you're thinking about selling your home in London, I'll just use London, over in the London area, you may want to have a conversation with me before you list. And here's why. The game has changed. We have a new comparable that's not going to be listed in the MLS. It's totally off market. It's a private sale. And so what happened here is this sale is many times the previous sale. So if you want to learn more about how this may affect the value of your home, please give me a call. And then you can also put the link to KB Core in there. So we'll cover some other stuff. I'm going to show you a lot of stuff that you're not, different types of videos today that I think you may find of value.
That's really good.
Yeah. We got a lot of people already coming in. That's great. Good morning, Winona. We got Winona, Todd, Tucker, Melanie.
Good morning, Bill Kerbox. How's it going out there?
Not bad, not bad. Hanging in there. So since we are still live, I'm going to finish this with Allison. So the other one is, do you guys have broker caravan, or do you have open houses where you can go into other people's listings where you'll get access to the what the house looks like and before the buyers?
No, generally you'll keep that very tight because we work with sellers rather than buyers. So if you're selling a property, you will keep all of that detail on lockdown until obviously you present it on the portals. You won't want anybody else knowing about it, just in case another agent slides in and takes it off you.
Is it pretty? Here's a fun question. We all want to know, is it cutthroat out there as much as it is here in California and in United States for listings and buyers and sellers?
I think that your area is quite sensible in the way that it works. You know, when you do door knocking, there's certain doors you're not allowed to knock on, whereas we can knock on a whole street. So yeah, once you've got a property on the market, you really need to be servicing that client, because if you don't ring your client for a couple of weeks and somebody else gets in there and their contract has ended, they'll be off. But we do stupid things over here where we'll tie a seller into a contract for something like 16, 20 weeks. So that means that you've almost got them like a puppet on a string for the next 4 or 5 months, and they can't move to another agent.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
it's very different where she's at.
Yes, a little more respectful. California.
Well, they deal a lot more with attorneys. Am I correct?
Do we? Yes, we do. We're constantly chasing the solicitors. They're very slow. They're very laborious. And we don't have great relationships with our conveyancing people.
Right.
We are seen as a pain in the backside because we are constantly chasing to move it on. I don't know how long it takes you to do a completion of sale, but our average last year was 150 days. So from the day that you agree a sale, it takes 150 days to give somebody the keys. Thankfully, I've been in some better, like smaller chains, and I've managed to get most of mine over the line within sort of 10 or 11 weeks. But that's a long time to keep somebody motivated and interested.
Wow, that's really amazing. Okay, well, listen, I'm going to pontificate a little bit. We got 1 minute until Chris, you hit the button to record. And so I'll go ahead and start. Good morning, everybody. My name is Frank Crandall. Welcome to another edition of Tech Tuesdays with William Kerbox. We are hopefully on the cutting edge of talking about ChatGPT, Instagram Reels. I want to thank everybody for coming on this call. I have to do a shout out because we're now international. We have somebody in England who's on our call. It's funny, you can't get somebody down the street to come on. And here we have somebody where it's 4 p.m. there, and she is on our call. And I just thank you so much for this. One of the things that, Bill, before we get started, I saw something that was very, very interesting. On Facebook yesterday, ChatGPT now is doing photo shots, and they're not even taking pictures. They're having ChatGPT do the photographs for people. I went, whoa, this is so much bigger than I ever even thought about doing. But anyway, that's just an intro of what we're going to do. And remember, I have a goal of trying to get 50 people on this call. So if you can tell a friend, like Alan Hamill used to say about Alpha Beta, if you like this video, if you could tell a friend so we can get 50 people on here, I really appreciate it. Now, if everybody can please mute, because I love these conversations with Bill. And then we'll open it up to questions and we'll get this out of the way. This usually runs.
Sorry, I muted you, Frank, by accident. Unmute your. There you go. Yeah.
So this call goes between 25 and 30 minutes. And Bill, it's all yours.
All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. We've been having a nice behind the scenes chat with our friend from the other side of the pond, Allison. So I want to give you a quick overview because we're going to move fast today. Very interesting things happening out there. It's not just ChatGPT. The philosophy is get back to work and what tools that you can use to actually go out and make a deal. And we don't want to forget that. This isn't a training on, how to adjust your iPhone or what to do. So here's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the top 3 videos that you need to be making right now. We're going to talk about how ChatGPT can help in that process, kind of streamline the understanding of, how you can make better content for the viewer, and that's the key. That's where I was telling Allison today. So I'm hot right now on Instagram Reels, and here's why. Instagram Reels for you guys is going to, and we did this last week, and I felt like there was a lot of people that really wanted to know a lot more. And so we're gonna hopefully do that today. But I have to show you, I took my own advice. I did not have a good video. So I went out in Caravan, that's a broker's open, it's a preview in Malibu last week. And I want to share this because I made this primarily on my phone. And then I've had massive interest in this video. Crandall, can you see this okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so here we go. This was made on my broker's Caravan, and let's get it, let's run it. Hey, good morning, you guys. It's Bill Kerbox, and we're here on Paradise Cove Beach in Malibu at a new listing just hitting the market for $75 million. What's so cool about this location, we happen to be right around the corner from the highest sale ever in the state of California for $177 million. This is some big stuff here. But what you can see behind me, Paradise Cove Pier, around the corner, Big and Little Doom on Point Doom, some of the best surf in all of Southern California. Come on, let's take a look. These are all iPhone shots. So why is this interesting? Okay, here's the story. It's not my listing. It actually happens to be where Laird Hamilton, I don't know if any of you guys know Laird, but he's a big surfer. This is where he uses this house for his training. You saw his hot tub. I walked into the Caravan. I walked up to the agent and I said, can I take some video clips of the house? Now, there were other people there with their little iPhone and all that stuff. But, and so once I got permission, then I literally walked through the house and I got like 8 single clips, vertical in this case, because I'm going to use them in Instagram Reels. And I got those clips, then I went down and I put my little wireless microphone. I got away from the house. I got down on the beach and I did my audio. So why is this important? Caravan is a great way for you. I hear it every day. People, well, Bill, how can I do video? I don't have a listing, you know. Go to the best listing you can find and do this. Now, I'll tell you a quick story. I just got off the phone with my client, Beth, here in Los Angeles, and I'm meeting her in about 2 hours at a new listing. It's going to seem small. It's a $70 million dollar listing in Truesdale Estates. Now, she said, well, Bill, we can't really get in. We can get in, but we can't really shoot. So I said, Beth, let's stand in front of the property and do a video of you talking a little bit about the fact that this is just coming on the market. It's fantastic. It's in this area. It's got these neighbors and the content. And on the Instagram Reels, we can now make a really good video, and everybody's going to see Beth, right, on Instagram, you know, talking about these big properties. She is the person in the know. And I think that is a very, very important piece. I want to also show you another, this is a good example. Let me see here.
Bill, I think a lot of people, when you showed that video, they just hated you right away, because what a problem to have a $75 million property. And we all aspire to have videos like this.
Well, you know what? I would like to have that listing, but you want to hear what happened? Everybody thought it was my listing. And that's the point. Okay, I want to show you another one. Okay, so this is one that I made. This is. Good morning, guys. It's Bill Kerbox. Oh, wait, hold on. This one, hold on, let me stop this. This one, unfortunately, it's big. All the stuff is. Why go to the small stuff, right? So this, can you see this okay, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is a good example, all done on Instagram Reels.
Hey, good morning, you guys. It's Bill Kerbox. We're out on Caravan in Malibu today, and we're in front of this new listing for $17 million. Come on in. Let me give you a tour.
This is on iPhone. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. So I'm going to stop and tell you, please take note of the cinematic style of these clips. When you've got your iPhone, I'm gonna actually go back so that I can show you. When you've got your iPhone, right, and we're shooting vertical for Instagram Reels, those little clips, maybe 8 seconds, 10 seconds into the kitchen, right? And then don't do the same action for everyone. Go into the master, start over the bed and walk backwards, or do a quick pan. But what you're seeing here is this person didn't even have a video, a proper video for the property, right? And now all of a sudden I'm showing that person's property all over the web with their permission. So I highly recommend that if you, now this can transmit to a lot of different things. Allison and I were talking earlier about how there happens to be a private situation that is happening in one of my friends just sold his house for 21 million that he paid 2 million for. Now, I'd like to say I operate in that league. I'd like to, but I don't, not right now. But the point is that information will affect the entire market around his house. So I'm going to go with my trusty iPhone and my wireless mic, and I'm going to make an announcement and talk about, this is what my video would say. Hey, good morning. It's Bill Kerbox. We're here in Malibu. I'm with eXp Realty. If you're thinking about selling your home in Malibu, you may want to hold off a minute. We've got a new comp coming that's going to be very private. The appraisers won't even know about it. And if you want to go ahead and maybe consider readjusting the list price of your home, give me a call and let's have a conversation. I'll tell you all the details.
Hey, Bill,
And-
being that
yeah.
we have so many new people,
Yeah.
just really quick, why Instagram Reels?
Well, Instagram Reels, the value of Instagram Reels is that it gives you the ability, two pieces. One, to edit it in little pieces right in the Reels. I don't want to send people to editor. I don't want to make you guys editors, right? That is a whole nother story. You can do great editing on your mobile phone, but when you're messaging, for example, I will actually show you in real time because I think that was of great value. Let me put my phone on here. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, so we're actually going now to my iPhone and we're going to go into Reels, and I'm going to do this in real time. And so you'll have a better understanding. Okay, so let's go into Reels here. Frank, we see you guys seeing this okay?
Yeah, sure, Bill.
Okay, so when we go into Instagram Reels, right? I may open up my page. You at the very bottom, you're going to see the plus. When you click on the plus, it goes directly to your video library. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is before I go anywhere, I'm going to go to the very bottom and hit the word reel. Okay. Now I have a blank page. From there, I'm going to click on the button on the left and go through and look for video clips that I want to put into this video. Now, these happen to be, I'm not getting, actually, I can't show these because this was of a sad thing. Okay, so I'm putting these clips in, right? So now what's happening is all of a sudden we are building a video with great content and style, and we can go, and then obviously it's going to go, after we put in those clips, we're going to be able to have it go right to Instagram, but it will also save that video, and you can take that and put that into YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. The other part that I did not show you, which is frankly my favorite part of this, and let me show you what that is. Music is everything. If you want people to watch your video, you want to have good music. So for example, I'm going to go to this video that I made here on here. When I am searching the web, right, I can literally go and choose. Hold on a second, let me put that down. I can go and choose the music. Now, unfortunately, there's not a lot of music here, but I can go, let's just say that this is got a song that I like. I click on the bottom, and there, you see that? Use audio. When I click on that use audio, now it's based into my Instagram Reels. And when I go in there and pick these images, I now have maybe a $10,000 song that will take those individual clips of maybe every room in the house. And now when people are on Instagram Reels and they're scrolling through, I'm going to have a great song. I'm going to have a beautiful video and a great song. That's the reason that we're using that. So let me get out of there and stop sharing. So,
Bill, there was a question.
Yeah.
Melanie asked, are you recording your camera roll first?
Yes, your camera roll is really where you're going to get your clips. So I'm going to stay focused. You're on an open house. You talk to the agent and you say, can I shoot some video of your house? You're going to pick 5 to 8 shots. Now, you only are going to have about 90 seconds to record all those little clips. So think about it simply, 10 9-second clips for 90 seconds. So as you set that up, you want to go to the front of the house. Boom. You want to go inside, check it out a little bit. How's that kitchen? How's the backyard? How's the family room? How's the, whatever it is. And you're going to basically go in there and you're going to record those individual clips to drop into Instagram Reels. The value for this is that people are very interested. I mean, let's be honest, real estate is about houses, right? They want to know what's going on in the market and they love access. Who wants to go on an open house on Sunday when Allison in UK is doing it for her and she's making these great videos? Okay. So let's go back. Any other questions here? Okay.
Bill, I just want you to be mindful. We got about 10 more minutes. We do need to talk about ChatGPT and how this all works.
All right. So with the topic of the top 3 videos to make, I want you guys to definitely take the time in the practice to go into ChatGPT and type in the following. What are the most important topics that buyers or sellers are looking for on the web? You definitely, Alice and I were talking about this earlier. The videos you do should be focused on your audience. You don't fish with a stake, you fish with a worm. You got to give the fish what they want. So I highly recommend that. That's number 1. So go on there. You may find that they're interested right now in mortgage rates. You may find they're interested in staging a home. What are the steps? They may want to know what the best time of the year to list. Critical, you have your wireless microphone, you set yourself up, you pick the best light so you look good. You can, if you have an iPhone 13 or 14, you're able to use cinematic mode. It looks amazing. Fuzz out the background, go stand in a nice place and start to create content that is of value to the consumer. The next piece with ChatGPT, let's say, for example, I'm going to botch this, but Allison wants to do a video, an area video on Instagram Reels. She wants to go into chat and type in the following. Please create a shot list and outline for an area video for real estate and homes on the market in London, England. In doing that, you're going to get a list of those shot. You could restrict it to 10 things, right? To 10 areas. And so it's going to say, you know, the London Tower, the eateries, the water, the real estate. You're literally going to now take your trusty iPhone with that shot list, and you're going to go and shoot these short little clips. This is a lot. There's a lot of people selling a lot of very expensive stuff right now, saying that if you're putting area videos on YouTube, you'll never work again. I don't believe that, but I do believe that people are looking for a realtor that can provide them information about the area. What's it like in London? Top 5 reasons to move to London. Start to go agent centric. In the previous days, agents would go and talk about themselves, maybe have their dog in the lap, whatever. ChatGPT can now give you not the script, but the outline and the shot list to help you make videos that people are looking for. Any questions?
Yeah, Bill, Grady has a question. Can you put in the chat the top 3 things that ChatGPT gives you? And another one was from, oh God, forgive me. She says, where do you go to look for ChatGPT? There's other ChatGPTs. What is the one that you use?
Well, first of all, I have 15 different AI tools, and I don't want to go down that road right now because we could be talking about voice cloning. We could be talking about different tools that are available. One of the ones that I am using right now that I have on my screen, let me see if I can get it, and is primarily, it's called, let's see here. Anyway, I'll have to put it in the chat. I'm using a ChatGPT system that builds the templates, because one of the big problems that people have been running into is they're not putting the right prompts into the chat, and you're not going to get the right answer. And so the first and foremost step is start to play with it. When you're in a place where you're using copy or titles, chat is really a fabulous tool, but I am still using a lot of the basic chat GPT.
Again, Grady was asking the top 3 chat GPT hot points.
Well, let me just cover them real quick. Scripts and outlines for property videos. The top things that buyers and sellers are looking for. And also it can give you the script, meaning you're a lot more comfortable with a particular topic. Let's take, for example, home improvement. What you go into chat and you would say, what are the top 5 most important pieces to help your home sell for more in terms of home improvement? So the third one is to use chat to help you guide and deliver the information. Chat is much smarter than us. And one of the other things you have to realize is as you use chat, chat is learning from you. So ask chat questions. I'm a realtor in London, England. I want to be better at what I do. Can you please ask me questions about my market area and my clients so that we can have a better relationship? I know that sounds almost crazy, but it does work. Chat will be learning from you. So pretty soon you're going to be able to do it. And of course, last but not least, blogging. I know when I say that, most people glaze over. LinkedIn is a phenomenal place for you to go and write an article on top 3 reasons to move to London, England. Grab that, put a picture of London in there, and put your phone number and a link to KV Core. And all of a sudden, now you're becoming the local expert. You never know who's going to find you. And of course, YouTube Google are the biggest search engines in the planet. When you start to put content on there, it's going to be working when you're sleeping. And I think if it is, we find that people are interested, I think we should definitely have just a YouTube training talking about how to use Chat Buddy, which is going to make it work. Because I talked to a gal the other day, she's in Hawaii, she's done good videos, decent views, but she doesn't do anything with the titles. She doesn't do anything with the thumbnails. She doesn't do anything with the copy, and she has no active links. So if you're going to be doing video, think with the end in mind and be prepared to create the right thing, because Google, YouTube is watching your video, looking at your content and looking at your link. And if they all sync, people will be able to find you. So if people are interested in YouTube and TubeBuddy and AI, we could definitely do that one next week.
Bill, my good friend Lola, good morning, Lola. She's in Santa Clarita. She says, again, can you refer a good chat GPT source?
Well, as we've been talking about it, Chat GPT in its own right is a good source. Let me go here. I think I've got it here on my thing. Within Chat GPT, there is a system that I use, and I'm going to show it to you in 2 seconds here. Let me share my screen. Okay.
Bill,
So
you must be doing good, because we haven't had people drop off, so you must be interesting.
I like that. I like that. This is where I go, and it's called AIPRM, and you're seeing it on the screen. Now, here's the difference. It already has areas that are called templates that will already move the needle in you doing a query for data that you want. For example, Instagram post carousel content generator, one click course creator. Are you kidding? You could put articles out there where you do a course on real estate financing or something more exciting, staging. Look at this. 30 social media posts and image suggestions with one click. I hear your question, and I think what you're asking is, what's the best way to use it without going out of business, spending all that time? Create a professional advertising campaign. I mean, you don't fall down this rabbit hole. Remember, you got to get out there and talk to people about real estate. But to be the local expert and use chat and use AIPRM is a great way to do it. Let's have any more questions?
Thanks, Lola. I want to make sure we get all the questions. Let's just, if anybody has a question, just raise your hand. We got about 5 more minutes.
Yeah. Now, one of the other pieces, very important, everything that I do with regard to videos, I want to put a link to KV Core in there. Not the damn website, right? Don't send anybody your KV Core website. Send them to the neighborhood report. Scroll down, go to areas we serve, pick an area. That link and that neighborhood report is gold. It doesn't require within the first 2 seconds for them to log in. But when they start looking around, they're going to see open houses, new listings, just solds, trends, most popular properties, home values. When they start to click around, that's when KV Core will ask them for additional information. So if you're going to be making video and you're using chat to come up with your topics, don't forget your call to action. And when you're doing the video, you may want to consider starting like this. Hey, it's Bill Kerbox. I've got some really amazing information coming. You may want to stay to the very end where I'm going to give you something that's going to change your whole value of real estate in Malibu. Then you go on. You want to ask them to, not the traditional, make sure you follow me. You want to keep them watching that video for the end and give them something interesting at the end. Listen, if somebody told you that you can make $20,000 or $200,000 making a video, you would spend a few minutes doing it. Go to chat, find the topic, hold your camera up, put your wireless mic, and start to become the local expert. Here's the good news. I've been doing video for a long time. There's still a fraction of the people that are doing it. It's an open door. If you're worried, well, everybody's already doing video. No, they're not. And a lot of them are doing the wrong stuff. They're sitting in the living room talking about themselves and why they should work with them. Get out there and be consumer centric. My good friend, Christoph Chu, for example, I keep referring to him. He's doing some really great Instagram reels talking about the process of selling. Now, my first thought when I saw it was, that's kind of old, but it's not. The way that he's doing it. When you're in Instagram reels, in the editing process, you can choose it to take and create titles that are going, even the old fashioned one, you don't have to go to the fancy colored ones. But when you start to give good information, and don't do video just for video's sake. When you're giving good information, people will notice and they will call you. And that's the goal.
Okay, everybody, it's time to wrap up. I do need to tell you that Bill did put his phone number in the chat.
Yeah.
Bill does have a service where if you, like me, who's very non-savvy about all this stuff, you can give Bill a call and he can chat more about what he does. We come to him for a reference because, well, obviously you looked at some of the videos and it's very classy. Trust me, if you look at my videos, you'll say, well, if you can do it, I can do it. It's really cool. But anyway, Bill, I want to thank you. We haven't had anybody drop off.
Love it.
We're going to be here next Tuesday at 8 a.m. with more Tech Tuesday tips from Bill Kerbox.
I want to add one thing.
Go.
If you have a topic that is in your mind, feel free to respond to Frank or Chris and let us know what you're thinking. We could literally do an entire one on one thing, on how to do the Instagram reel, or how to get the topic for your first 3 videos, or how to use YouTube and Chat Buddy. We just want to keep you in small bites moving ahead. So if you have a bite that you like, let us know, let Frank know, and we can try and do that for Chat Tuesday next Tuesday or following.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys. Thank you.